Hi, I'm Ellie Pinion, and I'm here to teach you about inclusion classrooms. Inclusion classrooms mean that there are students with autism, Down syndrome, and other learning disabilities included in a classroom with able students and even students who are on a gifted level. Things we call horizons here in Georgia. All of those students are all in one class. Now, fortunately, they're able to be split up during the day. The really gifted students and the able students stay in one classroom to learn about regular things. Our Down syndrome students go to one-on-one time to learn communication skills and things like that. And our autistic students and learning disability students go for review sessions, go with special teachers who are specially trained to teach these students. This means that the teachers teaching these classes are very, very trained in getting students' attention and finding creative ways to teach them. That's helpful to all students, not only learning disabled students. And I'd like to think that these classrooms will be everywhere in a few years because they're amazing and I've seen them firsthand. So let's pretend I'm teaching. I'm teaching science. So I'll ask a question like, what exactly is the atmosphere? And what does it have to do with the Earth? So I'll probably draw a picture and say, this right here is the Earth, and around it's the atmosphere. What exactly is it? I know. The atmosphere is a layer of gases around the Earth divided into four different layers that protect us from the sun's rays, like UV rays, and keep us warm when it's cold and keep us cold when it's warm. It's wonderful. I don't know. I mean, it's a circle around the Earth, like this circle. Isn't it like a blanket around the Earth that keeps it warm? You know, like if we took the globe over there and put a blanket around it, then that would be like the atmosphere, right? That's exactly right. The atmosphere is like a blanket. It makes perfect sense. And it's also true that it's full of different kinds of gases. It's like a bubble, sort of. It keeps the Earth warm by protecting it. So all of those answers were great. I like the blanket thing. That makes sense. I'm glad someone said that. Now, everyone, go grab a science book and start reviewing. I'm just going to start setting my flashcards because I wrote them all down last time we studied this. It's not too hard. All the levels just really make sense. What does the atmosphere protect the Earth from? Let's see. You said UV rays, and it keeps the Earth warm because it's like a blanket. It keeps all the oxygen in so we can breathe, and maybe that's it. Hey, I got it right. I don't get it. Do you want some help understanding? There's four layers. It all makes sense. You just kind of have to draw a picture. Pictures make more sense. The outside layers, it each divides into four, and they all protect the Earth, like a blanket. Sure. I mean, I was told to make flashcards, but I don't know what goes on flashcards. To sum up, inclusion classrooms don't only help those students with learning disabilities. They help the gifted students as well, and the students who are just able, because they have someone to teach, someone to interact with who isn't like them. If they were only with gifted students, they would just learn what they had to and get an A on the test. They wouldn't retain knowledge or learn how to teach, learn how to interact. These are the next generation of workforce people. And if they learn to work with disabled people, they'll know how to do it in the future. They'll know how to work with people who aren't like them and don't learn the way that they do. I think it's important to include all of these students in the same classroom. And it helps other students by listening to what they have to say. To answer all of your questions, yes, I do own the same sweater in 3 colors: yellow, red, and blue. All the primary colors, of course. And yes, autism and Down syndrome do affect many students today. 1 in 110 students have autism or a disease like it, and 1 in 733 students have Down syndrome. These are terrible diseases that affect our students these days, but there's a way to help. Inclusion classrooms. Thanks.